Guys, so it's a good feeling to be back again to analyze with you guys. I hope everyone is doing well. Yeah, I hope everyone is doing well. So we have taken long without analyzing. So today I'm using OBS. Today I'm going to use OBS. Yeah. So I have to first check out the sound how it is before we continue. Please just kindly subscribe to the channel. So let's see. Please, if you are going to watch this stream or if you are watching the stream, kindly subscribe to the channel. We have a goal to hit before the year ends. Yeah, we have a goal to hit before the year ends. So please kindly support by subscribing. So in front of us here we have our pair. We have our pair here. So we shall analyze I think a few pairs before we. Alright, yeah, the stream is okay. The stream is okay. So let's begin now. We have our pair which is gold here. Firstly, I told you guys to begin from the higher time frame. I told you guys to begin from the higher time frame. So our higher time frame is simply 1 day. So we have to just choose 1 day, which is this. So gold has been trending to the downside lately, breaking the zones that we had drawn. So we shall just have a look, mark out those zones before we continue with our analysis. Firstly, we have to just find the zones. Simply, you can use a small strategy or an easy strategy. You don't need to stress or you don't need to complicate things. So let's just draw our zones. We shall just use the horizontal ray. So that is our high of the daily time frame. The high, this is the second high now. This is the lower high. This was the higher high. This is the lower high now. So we shall just. So that is simply going to act as our resistance. Then our support is simply going to be here, where the market is currently. So we are seeing the market is still in this bracket here. Came back to the support, went back to the resistance, we are back to the support. So what are we waiting for here? Simply, we are just going to wait. If it breaks, we sell. If it still plays around and it triggers here, or if it triggers here our entry, then we shall be looking for buys. But right now we are still confused. Then we have to go lower again. We have seen that is how the market is currently, as we are seeing here. Our support and our resistance here. The market is currently at our support. So from the support, what do we do? Simply, we just look for buys from the support. So you don't need to complicate things here. So now we have to go lower again. We have to go lower. We have to go lower, which is going to be 4 hours. So you see, if you are to zoom it in, what are you still seeing? We are still seeing the market is still at our support, right? It's still at our support. This is how it has been playing also to the resistance, made a fake breakout, came back to the support, resistance again, of which it didn't hit here, range. So what do I mean by arranging market? Arranging market simply is a market that has no direction, like here. Are you simply seeing here, guys, that we don't have any direction to take here? So what do you do in case of such a market? What do we do in such a market. In such a market, we have to just chill, we have to relax. So we don't need to force trade here. You have to relax, wait for that good opportunity for you to take. You don't need to rush in taking entries, guys, or in trading. So simply, this is how arranging market looks. How arranging market looks like. So we have to increase on the size of this so that you guys can be able to see very well. So you're seeing this is arranging market. We don't have any direction here to take. Let's say you want to take buys. You take buys from here. It comes back to your stop loss, plays around, comes back to your stop loss, goes up, comes back to your stop loss. So this is the kind of market that we need to avoid by all means. We have to avoid such markets by all means. So let me first put this so that I'll be seeing what is happening now. Please subscribe to the channel. Like the stream if you are going to watch later. Like the stream, you subscribe to the channel. So what we shall be doing, guys, is to analyze while learning. Analyze while learning. So anything that you don't know, you'll be learning from me right here, directly from the stream. Directly from the stream. So as we have completed our ranging market, I have explained this. I hope you guys have gotten what that means. So after us now finding such, we are still in the buy zone or at the support here. So we can just simply look for buys to the upside. That is what we can look for in this kind of market. So as I told you guys, you don't need to rush the things. You don't need to rush the things. So after 4 hours, we are still seeing that our trade is still in the zone. So we just go lower to 1 hour. We go lower to 1 hour. So in 1 hour, what are we seeing here? Simply, if I'm to zoom it in, we are seeing a breakout. A breakout happened here after this break of structure to the downside. A breakout. We are back at the zone. So it's just full of breakouts. So here now we are looking forward to hitting this high here. So that high is, or the resistance is our target. We are seeing it breaking structures and forming structures also. So let's zoom it out so that we have a clearer look at the market. All right, so this is what we are simply seeing, guys. This is what we are seeing here. We are seeing our market has been trending, but now we are at the zone. We are at the zone of which we are seeing this. We are at the zone of which we are seeing all these things happening. So this can be our zone right there. So we are looking forward now to targeting this zone. If we hit the zone, then we can wait for a confirmation to look for those buys. If we are to hit this zone here, then we shall look for buy confirmations. This is what I mean. Then we can look for buys right here. Is to the upside. We can look for buys to the upside. So let's go lower again, for which this lower is 15 minutes time frame. 15 minutes time frame, this is what we are seeing. As I was saying, the market is currently at our zone. Currently at our zone, and this is it. It's not breaking any more structures. It's not. It's not breaking any structures. So for us now, we are going to look for we are going to scalp as we are seeing. It did not. It failed. Okay, it failed to break this structure to the upside. If it had broken this structure, then we could have looked for buys right here. But now our structure isn't broken, so we shall just look for sales. This is 15 minutes time frame, guys. Get me right. This is 15 minutes time frame. So we shall just look for shorts. Shorts. Our stop loss is going to be right there. Then our target is going to be this low. Our target is going to be that low right there. Our stop loss above that. Simply, this is what we have analyzed now. This is what we have analyzed as the market failed to break the structure to the upside. The market failed to break structure to the upside. So we shall just look for these sales, short sales. So we shall be targeting, let's see, we are seeing that. So these are the short sales that we shall be looking for as our market failed to break the structure to the upside. Right there, it failed to break structure. Failed to break structure. So I picked a wrong object. When the market fails to break structure, we simply go with the trend. We go with the trend, guys. We don't we move with the trend. So this is our first analysis that we have done. That is our first analysis that we have done. So let's look for another pair that we can be able to analyze. Let's first have a look at BTC. Let's have a look at BTC. So simply here we are going to the higher time frame, which is 1 day. Higher time frame, which is 1 day. And right here I have seen already something that is about to take us to a direct signal. We are seeing that gap right there. The market needs to fill it. So let's just do our analysis right here. Firstly, I told you guys to draw the zones. That is the support. If you draw the support zones and resistances, so you can also analyze using demand and supply. So demand and supply. So right here we're just going to use support and resistance. Support and resistance. So that is going to be our resistance right there. Our resistance is going to be right here. Then our support. Then right here we can draw also other support zones. Is where the market is currently. So this is our support. This is going to be our resistance of this support. This is going to be the support of this resistance. So we just go with the flow, guys. We don't need to forge anything here. So let's zoom it out. We have a clear look. Yes, a clearer look of the market. So we are seeing that the market is, we have to look for the trend. We are seeing that the market is trending down. The market is currently trending down. We are trending down. So what do we look for here? We are going to look for sales simply. As we are seeing a breakout, we are back to the zone, meaning we shall target this. This is 1 day. You have to know the time frame, guys. 1 day. So let's go lower to 4 hours and we confirm if that is what is still happening. We have to go to 4 hours and confirm if that is what is happening still. the market. We are seeing all this is called arranging. All this is a range. The market is ranging. It got no direction as I was telling you guys in the first analysis that we did. As I was telling you guys in the first analysis we did of gold, this is what a ranging market is. We don't have a clear direction of the market to take. So we just need to simply avoid this. We just need to simply avoid it. So let's go lower first before we judge. So let's go lower first. We are seeing it at our second resistance, of which is going to be our support, and it is broken already now. So we have to just see. Our next target can simply be this week or this low here. That is what our next target can simply be. We need to cover the week here. So that is what we can wait for simply then before we buy. So we need this to hit, yes, before we go back for buys. So simply this is our break also, or this is our sweep of the liquidity, the inducement. Are you guys seeing it broke to the downside? Meaning this can also be our zone right here. So that is it. That is what we are seeing. So our confirmation is simply going to be either this zone or the second zone for us to buy. That is what it is going to be. Now let's go to 15 minutes time frame and we see if it is still valid. If it is still valid. I remove the zone. So simply we are just going to wait for it to make a pullback before we buy. So I was saying this zone or the second zone here, but this is okay. We can wait for this to happen. Then we shall target that. Then we shall target that high. So if you are to buy then we shall long from this zone. We just long the position right here. We don't need to risk much, guys. You have to. Our target should be much bigger than the stop loss because there isn't anyone that plans to get more losses than more wins. So that is what trading is all about. No one plans for more wins or less wins. Yes, less wins and then more losses. No one plans for that. So simply we have analyzed now two pairs. We have analyzed two pairs, that is BTC and gold, which is XAUUSD. This, so let's see how our signal is currently. We are seeing that formation, another candlestick formation. This is our target, guys. Simply, this is our target right here. Why we? This is the reason we sold here. It failed to break our structure. So a failure to break the structure means we are still continuing with our trend, which is this. It failed to break structure to the upside, so we are still valid with our trade. Now, which other pair? We have USD JPY. We have USD JPY. Simply, we are going to begin from 4 hours. We are seeing a W pattern here. We are seeing that W pattern, and I remember telling you guys that a W pattern that signifies that we are going to go for buys. That we are going for buys. That is what it means simply. Excuse me. So we are seeing here. This is what I mean by it. That is our W pattern. This is how it is. Hmm. Forming double bottoms. We are back to the neckline, of which you are seeing it resisting again. So simply from the 4 hours time frame, we are going to look for buys. We are going to look for buys from this 4 hours time frame. So let's clear everything, then we begin afresh. Let's clear everything, then we begin afresh. So this is what we are seeing currently. That is all we are seeing currently. The market is trending up, and this is what I mean by it. You are seeing how it is. Here, these are not trend lines. I'm just using it for illustrations. We are seeing it doing that. If you trade trend line breakout and retest, then all is good. But this, I'm just using it for illustration that our market is bullish. So we have to go with the trend. Buy when the market is buying, sell when the market is selling. Simply that is the motto of the markets. So let's clear, then we begin afresh. Clear, then we begin afresh. So guys, let me first do something here before we continue. Kindly subscribe guys to the channel. So I'm back. Let's go on with our analysis. Excuse. So as I was saying, we are seeing a W pattern which gives us a position or an opportunity to buy from here. That is what all we are seeing. So now let's go, or if you are to draw our zones, let me first zoom it out so that you guys can be able to see. This is the W pattern I'm saying. This is the pattern I'm saying, of which we are seeing the market here filling this gap or coming back to fill the gap right here. This is why it came back to fill the gap. Before we dropped, now we are pumping to the upside. And like the stream, please. If you are going to watch this or if you are watching, like the stream. Now let's draw our zones right there. That is our zone right there. We draw where the market started from. If you are drawing the zones, this is the correct way for you to draw the zones. So simply to you clone to save time. We clone to save time. So this is what we are seeing. If you are to zoom it out, let's zoom it in, we see. We are still bullish as we are seeing right there. We are still bullish as we are seeing right there. Of which we are seeing this breakout and it is about to come back to the zone. Meaning here we shall be looking for, after it coming back to the zone right here, we shall be looking for sales. But right now here, we have to be patient and wait for the market. See what it is doing here. See what is happening here. Are you guys able to see? Please like the stream, share and subscribe to my channel. This is what we call a breakout. We are seeing it making fake breakouts. Yes, before the main breakout. So for us now to continue with these buys, for us to continue with the buys, then we shall be waiting for it to come back to the zone and then we can be able to do that. That is for us to continue with these buys. For us to continue with the buys. So that is what we shall be doing. Then for us to go for sales, we shall wait for the trend to at least come back and makes a retest before we sell. So that is what is going to happen. Now let's go lower again. We have to go lower to 1 hour. 1 hour, what are we still seeing? We are seeing an uptrend of which it's about to end. How do we know that the trend is about to end? All right, guys. So I'm back. I was doing something fast. So let's just begin again. Let's just continue again. So simply here we can draw also our zones. We can draw our zones also again. Let's draw our zones. So guys, this strategy is support and resistance. Simply that we don't complicate things here. No need to complicate things. So for us to sell now, for us to sell, this is what has to happen first. Let's wait for it to break this zone at least. Then we wait for formation of a bearish engulfing. What do I mean by a bearish engulfing? Bearish engulfing is a big long candlestick. That is a red candlestick, a long one. That is what we mean by the bearish engulfing. So that is it for us to continue with the sales. As the market was trending up and the trend is about to end. The trend is about to end. So that is all that we were seeing. So let's finalize with this. Then here we can be able to see that zone right there. Let's just clear this. That is a bearish candlestick, which signifies this shows us or tells us that we are looking for sales simply, and this is what has to happen. So this is all we are going to look at with or in this. Let's just long this. Our stop loss is slightly going to be above that. So what I don't like from these other pairs is that they don't have those pips that we want. They don't have the pips that we want. You can see that all this is what we are shorting, and see the pips that we are getting. What is this? So that is why I don't focus mainly on this, and I focus on gold only. So simply that is our entry. That is our entry right there. In 1 hour, that is all we are seeing in 1 hour. So we can target this zone here. So guys, these are the pairs, or these are the three pairs that I've analyzed right now. We have analyzed gold, we have analyzed USD JPY, we have analyzed BTC. So these are the ones that we have analyzed. Please, if you are going to watch this stream, kindly subscribe to the channel, and like the stream. So that is our analysis on USD JPY. Let's see this. This was our This is our gold analysis. 15 minutes. We are seeing that in 15 minutes. Our stop loss is at 30 pips. Our take profit is 108. 108 is our target right there. So what we shall do is to just be patient with it. We have to just be patient with the markets, and we see what is going to happen. We see what is going to happen. Then this is our analysis on BTC. Here we are longing. We are looking forward to longing here. So we shall long from there. This is one. 1 hour. So let's go lower. So that is what we are waiting for, guys. We are waiting for it to come back to the zone, right here, which this is our zone. Then we can pump to the upside, and that is our target. Let's reduce. We don't need to be greedy. So that is our target right there. Our target right there. Please, you kindly subscribe if you are going to watch this stream. You kindly subscribe to the channel. Let us finish with this before we continue. Now, what we shall just wait for is the market to play its role. For us, we are done with analyzing right now. We are done with the analyzation, so we just wait for the market. Our second pair that we have analyzed, let's see which was gold. Our gold can do something. XAU USD. So which other pair should I analyze for you guys, or which other pair do you guys like most? That is our goal that we have analyzed. So we are just going to wait for market to play its role. For us, we are done with analyzing. Which other pair should I analyze next? Any other pair for me to analyze next? All right, let's check on US oil. Let's check on US oil. So see, it is simply this commodity. Then we shall check also US start for those that trade crypto. Then we shall also check on crypto. Let's see how this is. All right, this is the pair that we are going to put our emphasis on right now after finishing all those. This is one of the volatile, and sometimes we just be in range or in ranges. This is what I mean by the ranges. Market has no direction at all, and this is the reason I don't like trading such pairs. The market got no direction apart from here where it made a bullish engulfing. This is the bullish engulfing candlestick, which signified a, a bullish move. So let's just go lower now. Before we continue with our analysis, let me first clear all this and we continue with our analysis. Right here we can be able to see that the market was trending up, of which it left a gap here. This is the gap that I mean, and you are seeing it coming back. You guys are seeing this coming back here to fill this gap. That is why we see these gaps in trading. The market comes back to that area still. This is what I mean by it. It doesn't leave that area until it fills. See where it came back? It filled there, and we are going up. So for us to go with the trend, we just need to find our zones first. We can be able to draw our first zone right there, for which this zone has to cover the wick. Yes, a wick is that small tip of the candlestick. Here also we can be able to draw our zone. So we are in the area just. For it to come back here, then we shall be looking for those long-term buys to the upside. But now it is going up. This is the US oil, guys, the crude. CFDs. This is CFDs. It's like the sub of the US oil. So we just need for we just need it to come back here, sweep this area out. Yes, sweep that area out, then we can go for long-term buys. But now we are still low. So let's go to 1 hour. We see what is there. 1 hour here, we can be able to find also other areas that need to be swept. That need to be swept. This like that. So here we shall just wait for the market to sweep it out. Sweep it out. Then we can be able to continue. All that's as simple as that. We are seeing it did not break structure to the upside. Failed to break structure to the upside. Oh, we have to wait first and we see. If it breaks the structure, then we can be able to buy with our buys. Or if it doesn't break, then we shall just wait for the sale to see. That is simply how it is. So the time is past right now. It's 50 minutes. So this is all for today, guys. See you in the next stream tomorrow. If we get time, then we shall stream tomorrow. If we don't, but this is what we have analyzed right here. Yes. So see you guys in the next stream tomorrow.